Welcome back to my channel. This morning I am going to the RTA to renew my license. So much fun. And then if the weather permits, I am going to go to the beach. Oh, I need to grab a towel. I'm the most disorganized person ever. So I'm going to go get all that license stuff done this morning. And then this afternoon, my friend and I are going to go to Bondi Beach. I'm not really sure how this weather's going to pan out, but we will go to the gym and we'll get some lunch or brunch. I have to be completely honest and real on my channel, otherwise I feel like I'm just not being true to myself. And this morning, I just really didn't want to get out of bed. It's been a couple of hard months for me, and a thing called anxiety is very real in my life. Part of the reason that I have this channel, and I should probably leave to a separate video, is because I want to start the conversation about mental health. I want people to know that it's a real thing. I want people to know that what they see on TV and what they see on social media and even YouTube sometimes isn't real. I just want people to know that they're not alone, and I want people to know my story because mental health is very real in my life, and it's something that I go through on a day-to-day basis. So today I'm going to do something that's out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to step outside of my little bubble. I'm very much a creature of habit, and I stay within the same area all the time. So I'm going to go meet my friend who lives out of the area and be somewhere different for once. I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit mentally right now. I'm trying to do the opposite of what I feel like doing. And what I feel like doing is staying in bed and not getting up or going anywhere. I've been working with a life coach at the moment, and she's teaching me different strategies about really how to push myself forward and focus on the good things. Because let me tell you, the bad things, when they're there, they kind of push out all of the good things. It's really hard to focus on anything good in your life when that voice in your head that is extremely negative or not serving you is really loud. So this morning I am going to start my drive by having no radio on, and I'm going to do my gratitude rants. These are something that I've been doing every day now, and I'm basically ranting off anything and everything that I'm grateful for. And every time I say them, I take moments in between just to feel the gratitude for them, because there's no point in saying things that you're grateful for if you don't feel them. The reason why I want to do it is because I need to refocus on the good things. When you're in a state of anxiety, you're always thinking about the future and things that aren't happening. When you're in a state of depression, you're thinking about the past. And I'm either stuck in one of those, so I really need to focus on what's good and the now. I'm going to start driving. If you're watching this, wherever you are, stop everything you're doing and simply sit down and say everything that you're grateful for, and take moments in between to actually feel them. Literally rant off as many as you can think. They can be physical features, they can be things around you, they can be people, they can be things, they can be situations, it can be literally whatever you want. I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes of my drive doing that. Thank you so much, Ta. Anxiety hack number 1, come to the shops at like 8 o'clock and absolutely no one's here, hence no social anxiety right now. And generally in large groups of people, I just have a little bit more anxiety than usual because I feel quite claustrophobic, and I feel like I have a lot of pressure on me because there's so many people around. It's quite a strange feeling, and if it's not something you experience, then it's very hard to explain. But right now, this place is anxiety friendly, and I am so grateful for that. Ooh, roads and maritime services. And it looks like I'm not the only one who's lining up. Can can we all just take a moment to appreciate this new planner I bought? I had been eyeing it off all week and I had to come back and get it. And isn't it beautiful? I'm gonna call this my party planner because check out the iridescent lights, y'all. Planner was actually a little bit damaged in the shop and the lady could see how much I loved it, so she gave me 20% off, which I am extremely grateful for. Seriously, I'm probably going to count my blessings and gratitude all day today. Anxiety hack number 2. Every time an unhelpful thought comes up or you have that chitter-chatter brain that tells you all of these unrealistic thoughts about the future or the past, you need to challenge those thoughts by asking them questions like, is that thought really helpful right now? What is the worst that could happen if that did happen? Would I still have a home? Would I still have a bed to sleep in? Would I still have a family? Would I still have my job? A lot of the unhelpful thoughts that I have are probably around the fear of being alone and abandonment, so I have to challenge those thoughts by asking myself what the worst case scenario could possibly be, and it helps me to get out of the illusion that these fears and these anxieties are real, because the thoughts are so loud and they're so unrealistic that sometimes I can forget that those thoughts are just thoughts and that's not what's happening.
In 600 meters, turn right onto Oxford Street.
This is what happens when a girl gets out of her comfort zone and out of her little bubble at home. I have no idea where I'm going and I am in a slightly anxious situation, but when you're in the most anxious situations, that's when you grow. I have left the gym because it was absolutely peaking there and it made us both a little bit anxious, or made me anxious.
A little bit, yeah.
I guess sometimes when you're in situations where there's a lot of people around, and I personally get social anxiety, so sometimes it's better to step outside and remove yourself from the situation. So we've come to the beautiful Bondi Beach. I swear I wouldn't do this, but today was really challenging. Sometimes everything just gets too much. It's really good when you're around people and you're doing something because it distracts you from everything for a while. Oh, I hope you can't see my face properly. And then it's, I guess, when I leave and I'm alone and I have time to think, and that's when things really start getting to me. And I think the hardest thing for me is I know my triggers and I know what gives me anxiety, but it's controlling those thoughts and it's controlling the anxieties, and it's not always easy to do. We get given techniques and skills that we can use, but the hardest part is not knowing the techniques. The hardest part is putting them into practice, and that is seriously the hardest thing to do sometimes, because when you want to crawl up in a ball and go to sleep and not do anything, the last thing you want to do is try with all of your might to make yourself better. Anyway, I'm being extremely vulnerable on camera and it feels really weird, but right now I'm feeling pretty crap, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and I'm gonna meditate for at least 5 minutes. This will help me to just switch off, and that's another thing that I've been doing with my life coach every day. Well, I'm trying to implement it every day. 5 minutes of meditation a day is better than 20 minutes of meditation every 2 weeks. So start off small and then build your way up into longer meditation practices. I'm gonna go and do that for 5 minutes and then I'll check in with you guys after. Right, I've had my little cry. I'm over that hump now, and my mum has suggested that I go outside with her and I do some painting. My mum does a lot of painting. She has an easel and everything set up. It's really, really cute. So write down your feelings or put them on a canvas. So when I tend to write down everything, it kind of gets it out of my head and helps me to think of it in a different light, and also to store it away for a while. And the other thing is to get a canvas and to paint. Now, I know a lot of painters actually put all of their feelings out onto that piece of canvas, and I guess they use different colors and that to express their emotions. So I've never actually done it myself, so I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm a very creative and artistic person, so I'll be surprised if I don't feel better after it.
What other colours? You can't just have that colour. So choose some colours, babe. Got this. See this? Don't forget, if you don't want it to be too bright, what they call clown colours. Well, a tiny bit of that, tiny bit on your paintbrush into that, and it tones down the colour.
Alright, Mum's told me to convey my emotion on the page. Emotion. Right. Force. Use your hands. Lift that emotion from your heart to the canvas. Nice. Extend your arm. Use some force if you want. Don't be pussyfooty about it. Okay. Good. Wonderful. Pretty. Go for it, girl. See you do something today. Use some of that emotion. Good. Extend your arm out. Use some force. Like this. Whatever way you want. I have no idea what I'm doing. It is the following day and I am sitting and drinking ginger tea because I'm starting to feel like I'm getting sick. When I drink ginger tea within the first 3 days of getting sick, I find that I get better so much faster. I'm taking a little bit of time just to reflect over the things that I was able to push past yesterday. I have to say the painting in particular was extremely hard for me because I'm quite a perfectionist, and when I put something on paper it didn't look right and I kept wanting to give up, and my mum kept persisting with me and pushing me to just put my brush in colour and just sweep everything on the page. I found that I was actually picking up the colour blue a lot. That's pretty ironic considering that blue is probably the colour, or black, that most people go to when they're feeling rather depressed or low. The thing that I am trying most to do is to express myself in the healthiest way possible, and that can be the hardest thing because when we're not feeling good we tend to express ourselves or do self-destructive things that in turn aren't going to help us in the long run. I really want to gauge how many people like these videos, because if I'm able to help just one person while I'm going through something, that would mean the world to me. So I'm thinking of doing a series of these videos, and if you do enjoy watching that, give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so that you can stay updated. But I'm really hoping that this video found someone who needed it, and I look forward to speaking with you in my next vlog.